All right, what's going on, swing yarders? We have a tough one here. Tips, round 2, but check out these settings, guys. Okay, 7,800 yards with normal fairways and normal greens, 13 stimp. That is so long and no help with hard fairways or something like that. So it's going to play really, really long. Test the long irons here, the woods, all the things. Let's see, 377 feet of elevation, which is basically nothing. So let me double check that audio's working good, and then we'll get rocking. All right, where did that go? We are. Okay. So let me double check that. All right, audio sounds good. Cool, let's rock and roll. Okay, so first hole, pretty straightforward. Let me do the one other check. I played a pretty good round 1, but let me do this here. Tips, I'm checking this here. Just want to look at the scoreboard on simulatorgolftour.com. Man, scores are not very low. We're looking at 600. So let me find TBooms. So I shot +2 in round 1. I actually played a really good first round. I had 2 swings that were just atrocious. I hit irons out of bounds twice. Okay, so you avoid those 2 doubles. One of them might even been a triple. I forget. I suppose I could look. You avoid that, and I'm looking at 200, which is a pretty good round. Here's a double. There's a double. +2 boat. I played the last. What is that? The last, I don't know, 12 holes. I mean, 5 over par. That's pretty bad. So let's see if we can do better. And let's just minimize that. All right, so back to the game. Let's get started here. I am also testing the GC3 launch monitor. I don't know if can you see it on the video? Yeah, you can. Right here. So I still have my Unicore IXO hooked up, but there we go. I still have my Unicore IXO hooked up, but I'm looking at all the shot data from the GC3 and comparing it to my Unicore. So should be interesting for some just shot data and comparison. Stay. No. Oh, good bounce. All right, good start. All right, so if we can hit them all like that, hit them 315, that'd be great. Let's see, am I on GS Pro? There we go. Okay, so fairway. Probably only need 125 here. So this is going to be a pitching wedge. I'm not going to try and force a gap wedge. Little piece of turf on my ball. Just choke up a little bit. So we got our number, but we pulled it a little bit. All right. Putting. So yeah, the GC3, you can see it. And I go back into, there we go. Can you read that? No. If I turn that off. Can't read it. All right, well, it was worth a try. All right, so that read 128. I'm just comparing the 2 launch monitors. It keeps flipping back into ball mode and all this stuff. 128, launch angle of 25, so slightly off there. Spin 82, which is about the exact same. All right, so this is 13 stimp. Man, it's gonna be relatively straight, huh? Right at the end, it starts to come back. I like this. So 22, I'm probably only thinking 20. Again, I always compare against 11. Come on back over to the right. Get over to the right. Oh, sweet mercy, that was close. I don't know how that missed. How did that not go to the right at all? I gotta check. 0.0. I mean, apparently I just misread that because that's a perfect putt. Perhaps I hit it just a smidge too hard, but oh no. Oh, come on, guys. This went from having a great opening hole to 3-putting from 20 feet. All right, get used to 13 stimp. That's my problem. I just hit it way too hard. Oh, that's frustrating though. All right, a lot of golf left. That is right off the bottom of the club, but it's just gonna work out nice. All right, 274 carry, 279, 2500 spin, 2500 spin. I mean, they're pretty darn close. I always have the launch angle a little bit lower on the GC3. All right, let's see here. Okay, plenty of green to work with. 0.5 right. Probably only need 75 here, 74. $65, that's not going to be enough. Go hard. I just did one of those like Simulator Golf Tour challenges before this and hit a couple wedges. It's actually hitting it pretty well, and then I get out on the course and I'm 10 yards off. Story of my game lately. All right, I don't mind that. So basically a 30-foot putt. Stay up. That was a pretty good attempt there. Much happier with that one. All right, 200 down 13. Boy, is that tucked. All right, so what do we really need here? Down 13. I just want to hit it right here. Down 13, we got wind with us, so we're looking at like 178. So I'm going to hit a 7-iron. I probably only need 170, maybe 172. Oh wow, pushed it. I just hit another ball out of bounds. Yep. Man, we are kissing goodbye to the leaderboard real fast. Wasn't so hard now, was it? All right. 56 up foot, 66. Looking at like 70. Not bad there. Kind of have to expect you'll have a little work left with a 70-foot putt. All right, really rough start. Really rough start. That's what I really wanted not to do, because I did that in round 1. It was just a lazy swing, ultimately. I tried to take a little bit too much off it, because that wasn't a full 7-iron. All right. We can make birdies, right? Get those strokes back. 190, 186 into the wind. Uphill just a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna hit a 6-iron here. Full 6-iron might be 192, 194. I'd love that like 192 right now. Straight into the wind. If the wind dropped a little bit, that would be appreciated. There's 190. Is that gonna be enough though? It's gotta go. Get up. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. That was a well-struck shot. I was right. That wasn't quite enough distance with how high I hit that ball. What did the GC3 say there? 192. GC3 would have given me the extra 2 yards. Had a little less spin and a little lower launch angle. 12. All right, nice par there. That's a tough hole. 477 straight into the wind. All right, so here's one where let's try and take advantage. I mean, it still is a long hole, but we're straight downwind, and this is going to be one of the shorter ones. Oh, come draw. Come draw. Get to the right. Nice kick. All right, what's up, guys? Those that have joined, a couple of you hopping on. I made another sweet double bogey already. Hit a 7-iron out of bounds. 136. All right, a little bit of a tough shot here, just in the sense of my club gapping. Probably only want 125. Yeah. So I'm going to choke up a little bit. Oh, I took way too much off. Go ball. Go ball. I mean, not my worst shot, but I want another 10 yards on there. Now we're really stretched with a birdie putt here. So it's 13 stimp, pretty challenging. This is not a putt I'm looking to make. Up 5, up 5, so 30 feet. Try up there. Thinking 28. Go ball, go ball, go ball, go ball. I mean, it was uphill. I shouldn't have been that much of a sissy. But that's a tough putt to make. Let's make our par and move on. All right, pars are good here. This is a really tough course this week. As I said at the beginning of the stream, 7,800 yards with normal settings. Like, I'm not getting a lot of roll on my driver. There's a little wind, so you might get downhill, but like this hole's straight into it, so. Again, right off the bottom, but that's a nice straight drive. Shouldn't be trouble. Not going to reach in 2, but let's set ourselves up for chipping a putt here. Now I'm hitting my QI10 3-wood, which I love. Struck that well, a little too much draw on it. Well, that's what we wanted there. All right, so the tough part here is just getting it back there. Let me look at huge bank before it. Into the wind. I'd love to carry this 50. 52. Sit right there. Sit right there. I'm happy with that. That was kind of my thought. Actually err on the side of being a little long, because short would have come all the way back to me. I think that's pretty good right there. It'll move just a little bit. Looking at 8 feet. All right, a great birdie there. All good shots. Got one back, one at a time, guys. One at a time. Again, the scores here are pretty high, so even though I've had some rough holes, we can try and run out the leaderboard if we can sneak out a couple birdies. Stay left. That was a good drive there. Wow, interesting. The GC3 only had 276 carry. My launch went at 293. Spin. Although the GC3 thought that launch angle was only 9.9 versus 13. That's a huge difference. All right, I'm just going to go. So I'm hitting a sand wedge here, which is probably my 110 club. My miss is often short, so I just need to make sure to hit this square. Wind will do the rest. Love it. Love it. Come on, be right. Be right. Oh, wow, sit. I went 9 yards farther than... It's coming back down the hill a little bit for me, but man, oh man. Can't believe how far that went. All right, tough putt, but this is makeable. First couple are going pretty quick. Flat putt, okay. Is that enough? Those first two are going so fast. One more tap. Okay, 13 stimp. Get over, get over. Darn it. That was a good putt. Happy with the effort. Bummed it didn't go in. Could have used that. From 7,800 feet. One sec, let me just do something real fast. From 7,800 yards, those types of birdies won't come around that often. All right, so we're actually going to hit a light 6-iron here. The miss is long. If you're long, you're okay. If you're short, that's trouble. 185. Wow, the wind is taking it. That was a good shot. Should be on the middle, though. Oh, sit ball. Well, miscalculated that a little bit. It's actually a pretty good shot. Let me look at my launch monitor. Okay, I did pull it a little bit. All right, another long, long putt. Goes downhill the whole way. It's just so long. You got to give it room to break, even though it's not going that hard. All right, so 61, 51, basically 41. I like 41. 40, 41. Definitely didn't give it enough break, but hopefully my speed is good. If I come back at all, yeah. Sit, sit. Pretty good attempt, quite honestly. Speed is important there, so. All right. There we go. .617, straight downwind. All right. I'd love to nuke one here and give us a chance at getting there in 2. Pretty good. Again, off the bottom. A little bit of a shame. Get right. Oh, no. Yep. I needed to hit a little better than that in order to get there, but we should be able to get close enough. Looks like a little bit left is better than right. That was hit pretty well there for a 3-wood. No. I didn't even think that was coming into play. All right. Well, shouldn't hurt us too much. Just changes the distance a little bit. So 59. Maybe 60. 60. 60's still decent. Maybe 60, a little over 60. 63. I like it. Wow, did that take off the full 30%? 86%, but how did I lose so much? I know it was up 10 degrees. I don't know how I lost so much distance there. I mean, 16 yards? All right, 31. I think this is going to be relatively straight. Still makeable. Pushed it and didn't get it there. If I'm not birdieing the par 5s, it's going to be really hard to get these strokes back. All right, this is a pretty straightforward hole here. Get one in the fairway, should have a short iron in. Just hitting everything low. All right, stop. Good shot though. Not my usual driver launch angle there. All right, 1.6 right plus a little wind. I think we're in the rough, so I think we definitely need 130. Wind will help us too. $127, but I love the line. Oh, I have less spin. That should be great. Oh my goodness. How? I could have swore that was going to be the number when I hit it. I thought it was going to bounce perfectly on that little apron there and just bounce right up there. I cannot believe that didn't get there. And that's why I lost 2 yards. My carry on GC3 says 130. Why do you say? Let's see, launch angle 28, launch angle 29. Total spin 7,600. Those are easy. It's all about the launch angle there. I can't believe I lost yardage with that wind. Oh, you stupid thing. Look at that run. That's just so unrealistic. Now we're staring bogey down here. Oh, I can't believe how good that shot was. I just can't believe it didn't get there. Oh, wow, did that dive hard. Oh, guys, that stunk. That stunk. Crazy. Just when you think you're doing things right, you get penalized. And then that bunker shot was just stupid. Everything about that hole was tough. Great drive, what I thought was a great second shot, and now we come away with a bogey And we are really far away from catching back up to anybody now. All right, 234 down 9 is, okay, 25. Plus we got a little wind behind us. I'd love like I'm gonna hit a 4-iron here, but I'm gonna do like a 210 carry should be enough. Kind of draw it back into the wind. Looks like right is a little bit better than left. Oh, I could not have hit that better. 209 right at the center of the green. Carry it there, wind. That was a good golf shot there. Look at it, just, come on. This is just ridiculous. Come on. Hit a laser from 234 and it just is traveling away from the hole. That feels about right there. Yeah. Okay, so 25 up 9, 34. Not upset about that par, but this is a par 4. Whew. I told you, 7,800 yards is no joke. That is very long, especially with normal settings. Just a little bit right. Get out of the bunkers. I need the bounce. I need the bounce. Oh boy. Can't seem to catch a break. It's a good drive there. Just a hair right. I mean, I didn't want to go left and make this longer, but now, whew. All right, so I'm thinking almost the same shot as the last hole, though. This is coming out left quite a bit. The miss is right. I want this same like 210 to 215 carry. .218, what a line though. Look at these breaks. I mean, if that's a foot different, it rolls up to at least be on the green. Now I'm chipping short-sided. That was a good shot. All right. Tough hole. It's over 500 yards. Let's get up and down here, make this easy. 15. How is that bouncing so hard? I'm feeling defeated at the moment. Hitting good shots, and I am just struggling here. Okay, 16 feet. This is makeable. We're going to put this in. I don't know how that went. I carried it 9 in the game, and it went 21. Explain that to me. Up the hill, nonetheless. All right, 15 or 16. Stay up. Just feeling so defeated. Oh, man. Okay. All right, here we go. A lot of golf left. Starts with a birdie here. This is long and probably not reachable, but we can make it easy with a good drive and second shot. That's what we wanted. Yeah, perfect. All right, one shot at a time. Whew, that's a skinny little runway up there. Let's look at this. Okay, moral of the story, course management 101, guys. Look where this pin is. Look where this pin is. You cannot be left. I'm literally gonna go way over here. I don't wanna go too far because there is OB that way. But anything left is okay, even bunkers. That's about what I want with that. See where it ends up. Yeah, I would rather be rough in the left rough over here, even than in the fairway. So this angle is just so much better. Okay, 54, up 7. 54 up 7 is a 61 out of the rough. 61 is probably a good number. Won't go quite that far, and then it'll run out. 56, got to go. Okay, not bad. I think 61 was the right number. Okay. $17. We got one. Let's go. Okay, one at a time. Another hole. This is short for this course, 441. It is into the wind, but it's downhill a little bit, so just don't go left with your driver. It's a little bit more controlled of a swing. Try and hit my fairway finder. All right, so we got 155 into the wind. Wow, that is tucked. Okay, we're going to hit an 8-iron. I'd love to see 160 to 162. No, chickened out. In my head I said push draw, and then I just pushed. So the reason I had that in my head was missing it right was complete trouble. All right, 22. I don't know if this will actually come out left or not. It is kind of just aiming up there. So 22, I have an uphill lie. Love it, love it. All right. Clean this up. Again, tough hole. With where this pin is, that is wildly tough. Here we go. All right. 526, par 4, straight into the wind. I might go as far to say this might play like the longest par 4 that I have seen. With these settings, normal, I mean, we're hitting driver, hybrid, you know, at best here, into the wind. A little more juice here. Oh, that was nuked. That's what we need for this hole. GC3 is quite a bit different on drives. Been seeing a little bit more spin with the driver. The launch angle has been way down. I don't know if that's a sim setup, but the carry on here is only 289. Again, I'm testing the GC3. You can see the unit next to it, but I also have my Unicore IXO hooked up. Just kind of testing the two units. All right, where's the pin here? Way back. So I am going to hit a 5-iron, which is kind of my 200, 205 club if I hit it well. I mean, if I can get 205 straight into the wind, that should be about right. But if I'm shorting on the middle of the green, that would be pretty desirable too. Oh, it's going to be left, or sorry, right. Shoot, that is not the place to miss. Just give me an uphill lie in that bunker. Well, I got the uphill lie, so at least that's good. Let's see, the GC3 had 204 there. I had 207 on the Unicore. Ball speed 137 compared to 134. 4,400 spin, 4,100 spin. And then again, the VLA is down 2 degrees. Oh, let's go. Jeez, look at these holes. Unbelievable. Okay, keep fighting. Here we go. I am hitting a 4-iron. Again, I think 210 is going to be plenty. This is a pretty smooth 4-iron. Try and draw it back into the wind right in the middle of the green. Oh my, 210, draw it right back. I mean, that's perfect, guys. That is how you hit a long iron. I wish I could do that every time. Hit it right on the center of the club. Yeah, you can see my strike there. Felt really good. This feels about right though. Even on a 234-yard par 3, my putt is just a bender. Feels about right. 17 up 3 inches, it's like a 20-foot putt. Okay. Hello? What did that read? Yeah, this is, that's like a misread by my launch monitor. 5.7 or 4.7 ball speed. The GC3 has 5.6. And so if I hit it to my screen, that's typically about 14, 15 feet, and it went past the screen. I mean, that's 100% like a misread of a putt. Didn't even know that was possible. 3.6, 3.4, so those were in line. What a joke. That's a shame, I really wanted that. All right, hole 17. Another, actually this is one of the shorter par 4s. .259 to there. Pin is tucked left, so anything right is actually okay. So I'm going to aim straight. The wind's going to pull my draw over. Yeah, there we go. That's a good one. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Whew, that's tucked. All right, so I'm going to aim right at it and probably be a little bit right of the pin, and I'll be okay with that. So I'm in a 9-iron here, 141 into the wind. I think I want at least 140. Get that piece of turf off my ball. Probably 146. Well, the wind's 10 now. Yeah, 140. 148 probably. I would like the wind to drop down a little bit. So I can just hit a smooth 6 rather than having to swing hard. All right. Oh, see, that's why I wanted the wind to go down. Go ball, go ball, go. Good, got there. The difference between 146 and 148 was my worry. Was my worry there. That was just a perfect strike though. And this is almost straight. Down 3, only hitting this 7 feet. Beautiful birdie. All right, we got one back. Let's go. Those of you that have joined, what's up? How we doing? Hey, par 5. This is like shorter than one of the par 4s. All right. I'd love to get back to +1. This is playing so tough today. Again, my score is actually pretty good. I hit a 7-iron out of bounds on one of the first holes. Hole 3, I hit a 7-iron out of bounds. It was kind of a par 3 that was on almost an island, and I hit it just left of the pin. But really bad gameplay by me there. All right, so this probably won't be reachable. We'll swing hard and see if we can give ourselves a chance, but with the water in front, wind into our face, it's probably not, but we'll see. A little bit off the toe there. Yeah, get left. 260, oh. That's probably just out of range for me. If the wind was at my back, I would do it, but yeah, I mean, you're 250 to right here. I'll play aggressive. I will hit a 3-wood and try and come left here. See if we can't chip. Just get up and down. Been hitting my 3-wood good. I trust it here. Let's make a good smooth swing. Water ball. Well, wanted to try and give ourselves a chance. Not my smartest play. Next option. All right, so let's play out of the rough. Next option, next option. Let's get this up and down for par. It won't be too bad. I'm bummed that I pushed that like that, but 49. Probably a 54. Oh, I chickened out. Swung way too hard. All right, see if we can make a putt for par. Wow, I'm surprised this didn't come back. How did this not come back on 13 stimp? Okay, 30, 20. I mean, I'm only hitting this, what? Maybe 12 or 13? Okay, I like that line. It should come back to the left. Of course you'd miss. Dirty dog. Thought we had that one. 10 feet. All right. Painful bogey to finish. I mean, that's a tough round. I actually hit the ball pretty well. There was, all right, between the 7-iron I pushed OB, not a smart shot, and then there was one bunker shot, which was one of these bogeys, and the 3-putt on the first hole. I had a makeable 20-footer on the first hole, and ended up 3-putting it because I lipped out. I just played an 11 stimp, and I came here and just whacked an 8-footer right through the hole. So that stinks. You know, I mean, that's 4 shots that you can get back. Missed a bad one on 18. Like, it's a decent round. Just couldn't capitalize on the opportunities. Very tough. 7,800 yards. That's challenging with normal settings. A lot of the holes were into the wind too. Very few downwind. But all right, guys. W. Rice. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate you. I don't know if I've met you yet. Thanks for tuning in. Do you play on the SGT? Do you play on the Simulator Golf Tour at all? Hopefully that was at least, you could feel some of my pain in the round. Here, I'll put this up a little bit. Feel some of my pain during the round there because I made some good shots and I made some very bad shots. You know, 18, I'm not really too mad about the bogey on 18. I just wanted to try and play aggressive, try and get one more stroke back and push my 3-wood into the water. Obviously not the right course management play, but I was purposely playing aggressive, so it is what it is. W. Rice, thank you for tuning in, my friend. Have you played Torrey about? I have played Torrey about 7 times and shoot 100. Just joined about a month ago, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. This was very challenging, very challenging. Personally, I do feel like I'm hitting the ball a little bit better than I have the last couple weeks. So even though this score hurts a little bit, the game's feeling a little bit better. So I think that's good. But other than that, Rice, what's your name on Simulator Golf Tour? Ooh, nice. You're a California guy. I meant in real life in Torrey, hard course for sure. I have a couple buddies out there. I really want to make it out there at some point. You know, it's a pretty course. Some very challenging holes, which would probably be even more scary in real life than on the sim here. Especially if you play from 7,800 yards, which is kind of crazy. But that's awesome. W. Rice, thanks for tuning in, man. If you want to hit the subscribe button, that'd do us a huge favor if you haven't already. You know, we're building out a bunch of stuff on swingyard.com. That's the website I run. 12 ice. Yeah. Oh, you're in Texas. Okay, got it. I hope that wasn't offensive. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Whereabouts in Texas? I was just down there in Houston playing some golf with somebody. I'm a 21 handicap, so that's that. Dude, you got to start somewhere. Golf was a big part of my life growing up. I played all through high school and, you know, worked at golf courses, did like some junior PGA, that's what it's called up here in Minnesota. Hey, thanks, Rice. Appreciate that, man. And so, yeah, then actually when I got to college, I completely got rid of golf. I was kind of burnt out on it. Like I said, I worked at 2 different golf courses. I did junior PGA, I did high school stuff. By the time I got to college, I'm like, I'm done. I was burnt out. And now I run a golf website and, you know, YouTube, and so it's back to being my life again. So, Bryce, appreciate it, man. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys soon. And